A lot of us dream of becoming rich, to be financially free, free of working hours and hours every day to earn money, getting out of the rat race of doing the same thing over and over again like a robot. It is such a sad thought that we spend almost, if not more than half of our lives working. I know it may seem impossible to get out of it, to not work for money anymore, but to have money work for you instead. This is what most multimillionaires and billionaires have achieved. Money is the one working for them. No matter where they are, no matter what they are doing, they're constantly earning money. So is this possible for us normal people who don't have the extravagant talent to establish a business or to become one of the few great investors that achieve more than 20% returns per year in the stock market? Do we even have a chance? Well, I wouldn't be making this video if there's no way. And for me, this should be a must to learn for everyone. It is the magic words, compounding interest. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it. My wealth has come from a combination of living in America, some lucky genes, and compound interest. Understanding both the power of compound interest and the difficulty of getting it is the heart and soul of understanding a lot of things. So why do smart and great people often quote these words, compounding interest? They attribute a big part of their success because of their understanding of it. Well, this isn't just for advertisement. Most millionaires, billionaires, and generational rich families have built their wealth because of it. The real power of compound interest lies in the fact that it can turn small amounts of money into a significant sum over time. You know, back when I attended the event of my broker DRAGONFI, which was the launching of their new app, it was asked, why should Filipinos invest in the stock market? The first thing that came to my mind was, because in the stock market, no matter how small your money is, you can easily tap into the most amazing power in the universe, which is compound interest. So what is this to begin with? A quick explanation of it is earning interest on interest. To present this, if for example you invested 100,000 pesos in a fixed time deposit, if it gives you 5% interest, then at the end of the year your total money would be 105,000. So you earn 5,000 pesos from interest. If you don't touch it and leave it for another year, the one that will earn interest is now 105,000, which you will get 5,250. 250 pesos more compared to the first year. This now makes your total money to 110,250, which will give you 5,512.50 pesos at the end of the year. So you get the point. Every year, as your money gains interest and as you reinvest it back, the more interest you earn the next year. Just so you can imagine the bigger picture, if you forgot your money and just left it for 40 years, then this 100,000 would become 670,000, all from 5% interest a year. So this is what compound interest can do to your money. But just imagine how much you would accumulate if you consistently save and invest every month a portion of your income. If for example, you save 1,000 pesos a month, if you earn 6% interest per year, that's 1.7 million pesos after 40 years. Let's increase that to 5,000 a month, then it becomes 8.7 million. Increase that to 10,000 pesos a month, then it becomes 17.4 million pesos after 40 years. That is only from 6% interest. And just so we have a better picture of it, these are the total money you just put into your account for the following savings rate. That's why, as I said a while ago, the real power of compound interest lies in the fact that it can turn small amounts of money into a significant sum over time. Not yet enough proof? Well, let's take a look at Warren Buffett's wealth, as this is a prime example of the power of compound interest. As you know, he's one, if not the best investor in the world, accumulated 20% annual compounded growth for his entire investing career. Since he started investing at age 14, after his 60th birthday, his net worth skyrocketed, and with his current net worth, he's already in the $100 billion. You know, if we just apply that 20% return to our 10,000 pesos monthly savings, we would see the same graph as Warren Buffett's wealth. We would reach such huge numbers. Though of course, it is very hard to achieve such amazing returns for a long period. So we'll just concentrate on our example from a while ago. Now, just a quick break. I just want to let you know a great platform to start understanding how to analyze and filter out stocks easily in the stock market. This is simply Wall Street. Even if you are a beginner investor, the way they present their data can be easily understood. They give graphs, comparisons, and a lot more. They also give you a watch list so that you can easily get updates whenever the company releases its earnings, dividends, when insiders are buying or selling, and when the stock falls below its intrinsic value. They also have a portfolio tracker that lets you assess the health of your portfolio. So if you want to try it out, they offer their basic plan forever free. And if you want to sign up, then use my link below to get up to 40% discount. Thank you, and back to the video. Now that we understand how compounding interest works, let's go to what Albert Einstein mentioned. He who understands it earns it, he who doesn't pays for it. Now this is a sad part. For most Filipinos, we are on the other side of compounding interest. We are those who pay it. This is because in the world of social media today, most just want to look rich on the outside so they can pose it. But the reality is, if you break down their financials, it is full of debt, credit cards, car loans, and mortgages. Unknowingly, we are already tapping into the power of compounding interest. Just the negative side of it. Do you know why your bank wants you to pay the minimum amount per month for your credit card? Do you know why they want you to have a longer loan? Because of compounding interest. Just by example a while ago, compounding takes time to work. With a longer time frame, the more you earn. And the exact opposite. The longer you let compounding work against you, the higher you will pay. This is why banks love you for paying the minimum per month, because the longer they can compound your debt to earn more money from you. That's why understanding the positive and the negative side of compounding interest will already set you on the path to becoming successful in the future. By knowing it, of course, if you're in the right mind, you would love it for this to work for you instead of against you. Make it so to befriend compounding interest, make it your lover. Joking aside, this does not only apply to investment. In business, when you establish your first business, of course, you don't just splurge the money you earn. You save up to establish more business or improve your business so that you can earn even more. In yourself, improve a small amount every day, and all the knowledge and experience will compound to make you a better person. It does not take a big amount to start. You just have to do it consistently every month for a long period. I always remember the words of Darren Hardy from my favorite book, The Compound Effect. Small, seemingly insignificant steps, completed consistently over time, will create a radical difference. So right now, if you haven't yet tapped into the power of compounding interest, then do so by creating a goal. By having a goal in mind, you will create a pathway towards it, a strategy and a plan. This simple step alone creates a ripple effect. By having a plan, you will have an idea of the steps needed and the sacrifice you need to make that goal a reality. Second, you have to be consistent. Stick to it. With the understanding of compounding, you know at the start, you wouldn't feel the changes. You wouldn't feel your life is improving, but you just gotta stick with it. Third, find a vehicle that will suit you the most. Don't get carried away if all the people around you tell you to do this or that. No, it has to be what you're good at, or what you can consistently do for a long period. If you're not good at establishing a business, then there's investing. Why force yourself? If everyone is trading and you're not good with it, then go for long-term investing, dividend investing. Just find a vehicle that you can easily maintain for a long time. Fourth, understand what you're doing. Even if you don't become an expert, at least understand the basics of it. In stocks, if you just know the basics and can't evaluate individual stocks, the simple way is to just invest in a broad index, which has been proven time and time again to give good returns in the long run. By understanding how it works, you will know how to react properly and what you need to do to maximize your returns. Everyone is so fixated on knowing all the complicated formulas and strategies, leaving behind the basics, and when a problem occurs, they panic. Worse, they go in not knowing anything at all. Pure speculation. Never ever put your money into something you can't even explain to a kid. Fifth, start early as much as possible. Please, the earlier you start, the better. That's it. No need to explain that further, as with your understanding of compounding interest, the longer it can work for you, the better. With that, I hope you've learned something from this video, and if you did and still haven't clicked the like button, then I'd appreciate it if you do so before leaving. Thank you, and see you in the next video.